conflict and mastering the art of conflict is invaluable. It's like the best insurance policy you've ever had, because once you understand to be aware that conflict is present, to be willing to say, I'm going to put tools and thinking and outside of the box perspective on what's happening in this conflict, and put actions so that we can move through the conflict to the brilliance, that is purposed across your entire life. Mastering the art of conflict not only increases the satisfaction and happiness in marriages and in relationships, but it also increases the value in team building and company cultures. It heals the relationships between employee or teammate and boss. It changes the way the company feels when people are trying to work on a project that seems impossible. You want to know how some companies, even though they're smaller, they don't have the resources, they don't have the funding, how do they win? How do you take a team of champions, or is it a championship team, and get them to win? You see it all the time in evidence. You see it in sports. You see it in the David and Goliath story. You see that for some reason, some people, even though the circumstances are against them, even though there's every reason why they should not win, they do. The question is why? I have been very fortunate over my 30-plus year career that I've had the opportunity to sit and interview and talk and dig with some of the biggest world leaders we have. My resume with my opportunity of being a small business voice for Fox News and Fox Business, the opportunities that I have working with Oprah, now today working with Steve Harvey in the business role as one of his experts, has given me this wide platform to sit and really dig into people's head and say, how is it you're so successful? What is it that you're doing that we are not doing that gets you to leapfrog over situations? How is it that your perspective on something and somebody else's perspective causes you to win where it causes other people's to fail? What I found, it's hidden in conflict. It's that word that nobody wants to talk about conflict because it's probably going to be uncomfortable. So we'll just skip over it. It's in the art of conflict that gives people nervousness that, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to face some kind of fear. It's in the art of conflict that people go, no, I can't do that because that's not politically correct. But I'm telling you is conflict is already hidden in your life. It's in your leadership. It is in your executive team. It's in your business, and it's in your brand. 70% of people who say, I'm just not happy in my career. I'm just not happy in my company. I'm just not happy in my relationship. And I'm just not happy with myself. I really did not think that with all of this time, energy, and effort, that this is where I would be. 70%. I'm asking you that if I say to you that this time next year, you're going to be 70% disappointed in the 12 months that go by. Does that work for you? Maybe you need to be doing something differently. Maybe you have a responsibility as a leader or even as a team member to learn some tools, to take a different approach. What do you have to lose? Maybe better team culture? Happier? More fulfilled? Because action is reaction. Even if nothing at all changes in your company, if nothing at all changes in your job description, if there's nobody in your life who's going to change one iota, what happens when you change? Because when you change, what I can guarantee you is everything around you changes. It's like a domino. So you input new information and you will output a different reaction. Just because you start to show up differently will have a domino effect in everything in your life. And you will begin to move. Why do people die? Because you're either moving backwards or you're moving forward. But staying neutral, not making a decision, being the good girl or being the gentleman, the status quo is really just a slow death. Just nobody's told you yet. So I invite you to stop dying, to jump 2 feet in, just on a different perspective. Let me help you identify and become aware of where conflict is hitting in your life. Awareness, will, and action. I can provide the tools, the thinking, and the program that moves you and your team, company, wealth, or relationship from where you are to where you want to be. And the great part, it's all designed by you. This is not about me, but I can help facilitate the learning. I can help show you where it is. And by your design, you can move as far or not as you'd like. Welcome to the Conflict Code.